Today begins our family of five's weekend trip to the Black Hills. We're starting in Sioux Falls and we're going to end up in Rapid City. It's going to take about 5 hours-ish, probably more than that. We got 3 kids with us. And if you're driving anywhere in South Dakota on I-90, you're going to notice a gorillion wall drug signs with mile markers. I made a fun little video for that.
Save big money at Menards. Big money, money. Save big money at Menards.
But yeah, you're going to see lots of flat prairie, lots of slightly rolling hills, and an abundance of fun signs. Honestly, this was a really rainy, cloudy drive, and it started looking real sketch right around Chamberlain. And we didn't know it, but like right after this, when the sky was looking a little sus, there was a tornado. There was a whole entire tornado. And here's like a picture from that massive system that we just barely missed. Now let's see the giant prairie dog statue.
There's a different one.
Why does he look so weird? Yeah, he has to look so funny. He's cute. No. Are we going in there?
Yep.
I'm not buckle. Oh, some.
We went into the little prairie dog shop and got bags of peanuts that they're selling there to feed the prairie doggers. And the kids are all looking for them. They come in these little burrows and they'll come out. You throw the peanut and they come out and they grab the peanut and then they feed it to their massive little prairie dog family. Look at them. Look at them. The kids absolutely loved this roadside attraction. And honestly, it was a nice break for us too on the way to Rapid City.
Mom, look at the bird. Get him! No, guys, I see another prairie dog over there.
And no roadside attraction is complete without a photo op and a little trip to the gift shop. And then we are onwards to the Badlands. And here we see the aerial tours that they offer. A little helicopter ride over the Badlands. Not really my thing. Kind of sketched out by helicopter rides. I don't bother with that ever since the Alaska incidents.
They're good at hiding, but maybe we'll see them.
So you're going to pay to enter to access the Badlands overlook. But it's super worth it. Look at this. Absolutely crazy to see in person. Just the deepness and the colors that the camera just can't convey. An awesome stop. We were going to go check out the Minuteman missile silo, but it just didn't work out this time. Maybe next time though. Now we're going to head on down to Wall Drug. Finally, after all the signs, and now the signs they're getting more severe. They're getting more frequent. They're getting more plentiful. The numbers are increasing. We're approaching the exit. There it is. When you get off the exit, you're going to see this doll's wood carving shop. And you're going to see these statues all over Rapid City. And they are a fun sight to see. This is Wall, South Dakota, keep in mind. But these statues are so prolific that they are everywhere. There's no lack of fun little shops to see. Log cabin themed restaurants, lumberjack stuff, cool themed gold shops. Black Hills Gold is famous. You got to get your Black Hills Gold leaf jewelry in any one of the 5 million gorillion shops here. Here we got this Main Street area and Wall Drug. Everything is super patriotic right now because we are here during the America 250 celebration. This is what you see in just one of the many entrances to Wall Drug. So many photo ops, so many fun coin things and things to do with the kids. And we honestly didn't get a ton of footage in here, unfortunately, because we were really present with the kids and it was just a great time. They've got an entire Mount Rushmore themed splash pad, and they've got this old water well. And it's supposed to be like the original water source where the free ice water comes into play that you see advertised on all those signs. So we had to give into the gimmick, try some of this free ice water, and it was cold and it was delicious. We got the jackalope picture and a dancing gorilla.
What did we just do? What are they doing?
Inside Wall Drug, next to the gift shop and the T-Rex, they have this cute little arcade with a shooting range and some pretty dope games. And you know, we had to stop for lunch and get a buffalo burger and a bison dog and their homemade donuts in their art gallery restaurant. Lots for the kids to look at while we eat lunch. It was really reasonably priced too. The kids really enjoyed their meal and everyone was so nice. Now this is the T-Rex with its famous feeding time that scares small children. And a few more photo ops before we head back out. We have one more stop before we get to our hotel in Rapid City, and that is Storybook Island. It's this massive fever dream liminal space with tons of miniature parks inside of one big park, and they've got like tons of knockoff Disney characters and fairy tale characters, and it's just a really good time with the kids. And at this time, there was no entry fee, and it was actually a $1 rides day where you can ride on a train here and ride the carousel for just $1 per child. I think normally it's $3. But yeah, tons of photo ops here and tons of fun little parky things to do. We got activities and we got 3 little pigs and they were working on a Winnie the Pooh tree house. Just a fun little stop. So now we have the Laquinta Watiki, which is where we are going to stay. We stayed in a double king suite, but you do have to pay extra for that other bed. So 2 people per bed plus that extra bed, which I think was like $40, unfortunately. Massive included continental breakfast. Loved it. Totally awesome choices. Amazing. Great Wolf Lodge. Could never. Awesome little arcade down here. There's also an arcade upstairs as well. And then you have this bar that leads into the water park. Super cool. It's got a see-through slide underneath the bar too. Little view of the lazy river, some of the slides inside. It was not at all crowded at any time. It was so manageable with the kids. And honestly, it was more convenient and easier than any of our Great Wolf Lodge stays. And a lot less money, especially with the included breakfast. The kids had such a great time, and so did we. Clearly. So it did start to get really dark and really cloudy. And we thought nothing of the severe thunderstorms because it's an indoor water park, right? Well, no, I guess there's a little opening. And so the Watiki closed the water park. And then they gave everyone a $5 arcade voucher. Hooray! And so then we just kind of kept playing games and waiting around for the water park to open back up again. And it did not open back up again. They actually kept messaging us and saying, hey, the storm turned back around and we're not going to open the water park. So super tragically, we never went back to the water park or dinosaur park, and we ordered room service. They have awesome room service. And we took a visit to Rushmore Candy Company, massive 2-floor candy shop near Mount Rushmore.
Can I get this?
Yeah, you can have that. Gotta get you some Black Hills taffy from the hills of the hills. And after $40 in candy, we are on the path to Mount Rushmore. enjoying some ice cream at Carver's Cafe, we headed on down to Big Thunder Gold Mine in Keystone. I found a super good deal on Groupon. Always check Groupon for like half what their website was charging. It was an absolutely amazing tour. The tour guide was so funny and informative, and the kids weren't bored at all. And we, as the parents, learned so much about the mine and how mining was done in general in the Black Hills. Lots of articles and stuff to check out. At the end of the tour here, all this old equipment. Put it back. Super cool to see. This was such a cool experience for our Minecraft-loving children. And then after the tour, the kids all participated in gold panning. And honestly, it was really hard, and I gave up after a while and had to have help from the workers. Oopsie poopsie. And underrated sight is the quarter pounder with cheese statue given to Rapid City because they consume the most quarter pounders per capita. Amazing, amazing accomplishment. Great job, Rapid City. And then we have the liminal Taco Bell, as you may have seen in meme TikTok videos. Very liminal, very cool, very aesthetic, very long wait. And with that, unfortunately, our Black Hills trip has come to an end, so we're going to take a quick peep at the Museum of Geology before we go. Lots of little activities for the kids and geodes to see. The kids enjoyed it. We didn't spend a super long time here, but it was a cool thing to see before going home. Howdy, I'm Mira. Thank you so much for watching our little Black Hills mini vlog. And unfortunately, it's going to be a hot minute. We have some trips coming up in November, December, and May, so stay tuned.